In every age, the world turns its gaze toward the lands of the East, places of mystery, wisdom, and faith. Among them lies Persia, a name woven quietly through the pages of Scripture. Yet the story of Persia is more than history. It is a mirror reflecting the path of every soul, chosen, wandering, and called back to grace. After the flood, when the world began anew, nations rose from the sons of Noah. Among them, Elam and Madai would one day become the roots of what we now call Persia. From the fertile plains to the northern mountains, these ancient peoples carried within them both strength and longing. In their striving, we see the first echoes of humanity's search for meaning, a desire to build, to conquer, and to belong. Through time, kingdoms rise and fall, yet the unseen thread of providence remains. The prophets spoke of empires shaped not by chance, but by purpose. Persia, though distant and powerful, became an instrument of restoration, a symbol that God's work can be fulfilled through any people, in any time. Even the mightiest empire was never outside the reach of grace. Through their kings, their builders, and their dreamers, Persia became a chapter in the greater story of redemption. In the grand halls of ancient Persia, where pride and power reigned, a quiet miracle took root. Esther, a woman of faith, found herself at the heart of an empire. Her courage saved her people, but her story also speaks to us that light can dwell even in the courts of kings, and faith can flourish in the most unlikely places. Esther reminds us that the voice of conscience can change the course of history, and that the smallest act of courage may be the most divine. Centuries later, when a new star rose in the heavens, seekers from the east began their journey. The Magi, wise men from lands once called Persia, followed the light, believing it would lead them to truth. Their long road across deserts became a symbol of faith itself, the willingness to move toward what cannot yet be seen. They carried gifts, signs of honor, devotion, and sacrifice. Yet their greatest gift was their seeking. For wisdom begins not with knowledge, but with the humility to follow the light. History remembers Persia as a land of power, beauty, and vision. Its empires built roads, cities, and laws that shaped civilizations. But Scripture remembers something deeper. How every empire, no matter how strong, stands under the same eternal truth. That power without purpose fades, and only faith endures. Persia's legacy is not just its monuments, but its reminder that human greatness finds meaning only when aligned with divine will. Through the prophets, the message resounds again and again, that even in failure, restoration is possible. Elam, Persia, and every nation that turns away can still return. This is not just the story of one people, it is the story of us all. Every fall, every exile, every moment of silence is an invitation back to grace. The same hand that shapes the stars still writes mercy into human history. Today, the world still trembles with uncertainty. Empires no longer bear the same names, but the human heart remains unchanged. Still searching for wisdom, still drawn toward the light. Perhaps that is why Persia's story continues to speak, because it whispers that faith is not bound by geography or power, but by the courage to believe when the night feels long. As we look back across the centuries, we hear the echoes of Persia, a reminder that God's purposes weave through time, through nations, and through us. May this reflection awaken hope within us, that even in the ruins of empires, grace can bloom again. And may every heart from east to west hear the same quiet call, to seek the light that never fades.